Hello and welcome to Planet Kel. Today I'm so excited to announce my brand new product. I have been working on this for many weeks. It is something that I haven't been able to find myself locally, and something that I think will benefit anyone who is looking to manage their finances in this financial year, or the adjustments of everything that's going on. So I have been working and testing and cutting and fitting, and I finally have the final product ready for you for a budget kit for the month. So I'm really excited to share that I have these budget kits available. You can buy them in mini packs, so I'll explain that further. But what I wanted to explain was I am starting off with 3 designs each month. They'll each have a theme, so I'm going to have a floral design, a zodiac design, as you can see, something to go with anyone who likes the celestial zodiacs, and a sparkle design, which is a lot of color and pastels and just really colorful designs if you're not into floral or zodiac. So I tried to bring something that would cater to everyone, and these will be available for the EC 7x9 designs. I will have a 8x11 kit if needed, as I myself have the bigger kit, which you would have seen in my previous video. So I'm just showing you today my floral kit, which I've printed, and we're going to set it up today so you can understand how that they all work. They are designed to go in a monthly spread and then on the following pages, so they do sit well to a Erin Condren monthly deluxe planner, but they also suit well to just your standard HP planner notepads. So I'm going to start off by setting up my monthly spread in the EC and then taking it over to the HP for the line pages, because this is just a life planner and it doesn't have the additional pages I need for the budgeting. So I thought I would just show you how it works between multiple planners and give you an idea. So today I'm just going to set it up just to show you how I lay it out. I will then do another video later in the week, closer towards the end of the month, so that I can have all my accounts finalized, so I can set up for next month before the next pay, with all the budgeting, to help you understand how I manage my budgets and give you a demonstration on that. So each kit has 10 sheets that you can use as standard in your planner. They will be broken down into, you can buy them as a full 10 kit with all the sheets that you need, but then I'll have mini kits available, so according to your needs you can buy the mini kits. So I just wanted to introduce you to the first mini kit, which is your 3 primary sheets, which is your May monthly cover, your monthly budget, and your weekly check-ins. So these are your full sheets for you for just your month at a glance. So I will also have a Monday start or a Sunday start, depending on how your planner is aligned, so you can opt in for that. And the header has 2 little strips of washi, which I'll explain later. The budget one has 3 little strips of washi, which you'll see me set up, and again for the same for the weekly check-ins. We also have the trackers kit. So these are in addition if you wanted to track your spendings, your sinking funds, transaction log, and debt tracking. So each of these will be available individually if not everything is suitable to your needs. But I've just decided to make as much as possible for your needs, and then you can just opt in to select 1 or 2 or bulk them all out if you like. It will be more discounted if you buy in kits, so you can definitely opt in for that option. Then the final kit will be like an accessories kit, as you can see here. There's some boxes and some extra washi. There'll be a thick washi if you wanted to put in your own header. Perhaps none of these are suited for your needs. And then you'll also get an expense tracker. So this is just to kick you off. These colours are also available in full sheets, which I'll show you later. But there is an additional, this is a starter set of 5 colours, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is up to 7 colours that you can buy full sheets, but I thought this was a good starting for you for month to month if you didn't want to spend anything and you just wanted to stick to what was in the kit. So the first thing I'm going to do is set up the monthly spread for May Condren Life Planner, and then I'll take it over to the Happy Planner for the additional pages that is typically done on whatever book you like. So if you didn't have a monthly spread, you could skip this as well. So this is why you can really opt in just for the sheets that you do or don't need. So I'm going to take this to May. Okay. So I've designed these to fit to the sheets. So the first thing we want is this is the one designed for the calendar spread. And I'm going to switch in closer. I have a Sunday start, which you can see here. And it's just a simple matter of peeling it off and replacing it with your style. So you can really choose to shake it up each month if you wanted to get a different theme, or if you wanted to have a really consistent theme throughout. I'm just going to have, as I mentioned, all the florals available, all the zodiacs, all the sparkle themes. So the sparkle theme is really cute. It's like a glitter kind of sequins theme, and I'll show you that. Actually, I can show you that. Let me lay that out. So just as a glance, where is it? Here. This is the sparkle theme. It does have like a sequin spot there, so it is in a pastels blue. This isn't the right paper that I'm printing on. This was just a test run, but yeah, it gives you an idea of the colors. And then you can see the June theme for the sparkles is a pink glitter. And this is not the best printing, it's not the right paper, so just give you an idea of the colors as well for you. And the zodiac ones will be according to the zodiac for the month. So I believe we're going into Taurus, so that's what the next kit will be for May. And then there's the June kit, which is I think Gemini, and then or Cancer, one of those. The other two are Gemini and Cancer. So I've just made enough washi down here. Let's make sure I've got the bottom of the page here to cover this little EC strip. And let's hope I'm not very straight here. And whoops. This is just user error. You'll get used to unfolding your washi as you go. Alrighty. So that's that cover sheet there done. You've got your May spread. Now this is what I wanted to show you, the accessory sheet here. Now the purpose of this one is to, where have we got any extra months? So there's these 3 days, actually there's a whole week here that's almost not even relevant. So what I've done is created these squares that you can cover over the irrelevant days to add your own notes to as you wish. Now, I'm not very straight here, so don't judge me. And actually, it's a bit rare that we've got so many pages left over, but sometimes you might use all these, sometimes you might not even use them at all, depending on how the month is laid out. But it just gives you that option to add those extra little bits of design to cover over and add notes if you wish. Crooked, okay. And then there's extra washi. So depending on what you choose to do on your spreads, there is that extra washi here. You could put it down a strip down like that. It isn't designed to fit that whole width, but it is designed to fit the width of the page. So that's my accessory pack. And then this is actually designed to fit over there too if you wanted to do something like that, depending on what your layout is. Okay, so that's how we lay out the monthly spread for that. There are a bunch of stickers that I'm about to launch that will fit to this well, so I'll show you that in the tutorial as I'm setting up my budgets. But then once you have your monthly spread, you then move over to, I'm going to move this over you would turn your page if you had a monthly deluxe easy planner with all the lined pages. I did look at the back. There is not enough lined pages for me to even work with it here. So I've decided just to show you for the sake of the use of it, and put this over on a HP planner, and also to show you how it fits perfectly to the HP planner. So let me just grab that one for you. So I've just got my You Got This, which you would have seen in my tutorial that I uploaded, or my previous video I should say. Now the first thing I'm going to get started with is my May budget. So this is my month overview. I have included extra expenses depending on whether you like to include a full list of expenses on how you do it, or if you decide to break down your variable and your fixed expenses. So you'll definitely have 2 strips left over depending on what expenses line you decide to run with. So I'm going to start with the heading. Alright, so we're going to start with our income layout. And total income. So this is how we would lay this out. I have I'm just going to do our 2 incomes. I'm going to divide it up with a washi now. And then we're going to go into the expenses. So I actually will be demonstrating the variable versus fixed expenses layout. So I'm going to line that up here. Now these stickers, they're not removable, but they are pretty flexible with lifting off if needed. So don't feel too alarmed by that. Fixed expenses. And then the totals. Actually, I'm going to work backwards because I know I have a lot to work out here. So, and just for the sake of today, I'm actually going to just set this up, like I've mentioned, but I'm going to be building my official kit. So I'll have another design when you watch my tutorial at the end. So I'm going to keep a gap for the savings. I'm going to line it up here. I actually only need 1 total of savings. So I'm going to use the bottom washi because I'm reversing it. Put my thing down, slip it and reverse it. Which is actually, do you know when she goes, if you're or whatever she says, it's actually some words. I've got to Google that again because she says something in reverse. Because she says, put my thing down, slip it and reverse it. So she's reversing the chorus, and it actually is a little bit of a Easter egg, I think. It's probably totally inappropriate, and I've just alerted you to something. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to use this washi to divide here. Some people like the extra space between there, like keep a bit of white space between their stickers. I'm just going to line them right up to the edge, only because there's not much space here to work with. Oh my goodness. So don't be, oh gosh. Okay, I'm not a perfectionist here. Let's check how my battery's looking and how that's looking. Good. Okay, so now I've gone reverse, so I can actually then put the totals here. So I've lined that up to the edge of the sticker, so that's where I know this is probably still going to be crooked. So when I go to line my lines up, let's see how we go, hey? I'm not really following my advice very well. Okay, so that's the totals for the variable expenses. And this is the totals for the fixed expenses. Actually, I'm going to do this. Line that up to that. So it looks like it's lined up there. And then you get your trusty old ruler. I'm going to get a matching pink here because we're in the dark pink colour, the maroon, I guess. And I'm going to line this up. So the lines are there as a guide. You don't have to use them, but it's up to you. See how good I go. I'm trying to do this without putting my head over the top, which I normally would do. but I don't want my messy hair in the shot. One. And then, oh, I guess I'll start here. This is all down to personal preference on how you decide to lay it out. If you're already using budget kits, you'll be all over this, but you'll just be hopefully cheering that we now have an Australian kit, and you don't have to spend $30 on shipping. What I will do, however, is if you buy a full kit, or I haven't quite worked out the details, but if you spend X amount, I'm going to actually do a free shipping offer with any kits. So I have those extras left over. If you were just using your full sheet, you just put the whole row there and then your whole row across the bottom, but I've divided it into variable and fixed. So that is my May at a glance. That's that sheet complete. Then I'm going to take it over to my weekly check-ins. So I'm working on a shadow right now, which is kind of a little hard to see without putting my head in the way. And then I'm just going to lay this one out like this. And I'm going to use the edge of the lines to guide me. And I have made them just a little bit shorter so that you can use lines and it won't hit the edge of your hole punches, because that was the first issue we came across that I had to fix. Should I bring that over? Nope, I'm going to keep it in line so I know where I'm at. Okay, so I've got my week, my category, my budgets, and my spent. So then I'm going to go, let's see how many weeks we got this month. We've got 5. So I'm going to kind of divide this up by 5. Perfectly 25. So first thing I'll do is grab this bottom one, because we'll work backwards again. And I'll lay this out. If you're really super talented, you could bring it right to the edge of the paper, but I'm not that talented. And also my lighting's not great right now. Okay, so then I counted 25, so every 5th row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hope I don't screw this up. Wait, let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Week 1, week 2, week 3. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I haven't got room for the totals. Alright, what am I to? Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? It's going to be annoying as pie. I'm going to put it on the line. Maybe that'll give me more space. Alright, we'll just go with it. This is what happens when we have 5 weeks in the month. And this is why I'm going to prefer to work out of a 8 by 11, because I get way more lines for my budget kits. So I'm actually just, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just following along the line of the dots there, so that it's kind of like in between as a division, and then hopefully I should have space for the totals. But ignore my dotty dots there, because now I've just gone and thrown that out. So this, I should have put it just a smidge. So previously that was too long and it was hitting way over the holes, so we fixed that one up, so that shouldn't be an issue ongoing. But what's problem is my alignment here. You'll see when I do all my lines, just how crooked I've been. Which is going to be frustrating, but anyway. So then I'll put that on that line. I might even bring it up a little. I feel like week 1 was only half a week, so I should have brought it up closer, but anyway. Too late now. Well, it's not actually too late. These are pretty good to peel, but I really Can't be bothered. Now, if you had a longer page, you could use your extra washies to divide it up. So if you were using a bigger a planner, and if you come back later in the week, you'll see my budget for the month and how I've done it on the bigger one. I probably still won't have any space to put any additional washi, but we'll see how we go, just because I've realised I've got so many fixed expenses and I've got to figure out how I'm going to actually divide it up. So I've broken down the weeks here, so you can just highlight the week. You can put it there going down the week, or you can put it below and make a note there depending on what you want to do. So that's on you, that's your call. But they are, just done stupid, there we go. See how easy that was to peel? I love these stickers. Okay. And the OCD-ness in anybody is going to see that it's not on the line, but anyway, we got to work with what we got. Right, because I've just put the line and it's a half line now. Oh well, jeez. Anyway, giving you solutions or alternative solutions of what not to do is always a good thing. You can only learn from my mistakes. Well, that's crooked. Okay. I'm just thinking that my microphone might be in the way. Four and 5. Okay, so that is the weekly check-in. So that will be every week. I'll do a check-in. Hopefully, I should have no issues there. All right, so that is the start of my mini kit. So you've got your weekly check-ins, your monthly budget, and the monthly spread, which you previously saw. I'll just get that one back out again for you to see. So that is the start of the mini kit, if you just wanted to give that a shot. There, okay. And then I'm going to take it over to the trackers. So depending on how you wish to use these, depending on how much you've got. So I might start with, I've got debt, transaction, sinking funds, and spending tracker. So I know for sure I wanted to do a full page of sinking funds because I divide up my all my bills and my debits and everything all go into like this weekly sinking fund. So when I put money in each week, I'm preparing for the percentage of expenses for the month in my sinking fund. Oh dear. Lush. Let's hope I didn't over. There we go. Yep. So sinking funds. I'm going to give this a whole page. Got a header. So each of these little mini strips on the expense trackers kit does have one singular washi to put at the bottom. Now, if you were dividing them across multiple pages, then you could just use it to divide your kits. I'm going to do this whole page as a sinking fund. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do my lines. Let's hope I've lined that up perfectly. I think my kids will be getting hankering for dinner. I know I am. What's the time? It is 5:05. Oh, it's still early days. Early days. It's getting dark now because it's winter. We're heading into the winter. So I'm just going to divide this up. Looks like I haven't gone too crooked with this. And I'm going to just go straight down the line here because I think I've managed to get it pretty accurate. Yes! Celebrate. So I'm going to go straight over these lines because I've already written them. Let's hope I don't smudge with my lefty hand. These guys aren't very smudgy though, these pens, so that's great. Now, this is why I love these guys, because I'm going to rip the page out. That's always a win. And I'm going to divide across here. I think I will, even though I didn't really put that very straight. Fabulous. All right, now that's that all lined up, the sinking funds. And I'll explain to you how I work my sinking funds if you subscribe and follow for future content. I'll have my video up showing you my budgeting and my millions of expenses, because I have a billion subscriptions. So they all go into a sinking fund so that when the time comes, I've got the money set aside ready to go. Then I've got 1, 2, 3. So there's 4 of these tracking spenders. Now I am not going to use a transaction log. So the transaction log has a number, date, transaction, debit, credit, balance. This one I think would be really good if you're doing this for a home budget, in terms of home business budget, and you wanted to be a little bit more financial, if you've got more of an accounting background and you wanted to use your debit credits. I don't. I don't have transaction numbers, so I don't need to measure that at all. So you can take it out of the kit. I've just put it in there in case you wanted the both, depending on what you wanted to measure, or if you had some sort of differentiation between the two. But if you don't want it, just buy the individual pages. I think it will still end up cheaper than buying all 4. There is a discount when you buy bulk, as I said, but it'll be cheaper still just to buy the 3 or even the 2 that you want. So I'm going to go straight into a spending tracker, and I'm actually only going to build across these, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, because I believe there is only 4 pages on the Erin Condren. But you can, if you've got another book that has extra pages, you can just slip that in easily. Or if you use, say, what are those the clip folders, where you can just add your pages in, or if you're just building off one of these happy planners, that kind of stuff, you can build it there too. You could use a whole happy planner notebook if you wanted to lay out your monthly spread. You could even just print out a monthly spread and put it in the front of each tab if you wanted to do that, and just use one of these guys. Where are you? Just use a happy planner punch. You can buy this from Washi Gang. I think they have them on available. I could be wrong, or you can get them internationally or online, or you can get some cheap versions on AliExpress. Don't quote me, I don't know how great they are. But yeah, you can just add your own monthly spread and just use a happy planner notebook. And the best news is that the happy planner notebook is available locally, so there's no international shipping, unlike Erin Condren. So you can get them again also from Washi Gang. So if you were in love with just the whole notepad convenience like I've got in the happy planner, head over to Washi Gang and go there. You know what I'm gonna do? I failed here. I'm gonna pull it out and line that up better, because that's terrible, Muriel. You're terrible, Muriel. I'm going to line this to the edge of the page, because some people might like to use it to the edge. Oh, man. So backwards with this. And it really is to my detriment that I'm not I normally put my face over the page so I can see where I'm aligning, but because that would just mean you're looking at the back of my head, we're going with what we got. Okay, so spending tracker, I'm only going to do a half page, and then I'm gonna work backwards again like I normally do, like I mentioned, just so I know where to go. And put this at the bottom, my lovely washi, because I know I'm only going to need 2 strips for debt tracking. You might even be lucky and not have to have any debt tracking. I don't have that many debts yet, in the sense, well, not yet, but I don't have many debts in the sense that we don't have a mortgage, so I'm not tracking on that one. But I do have to pay down some personal loans and pay off the car so that we can start really smashing our savings. So I'll have 2 lines, the car and the personal loan. so that we can start saving for our house. And now I've used the washi there, so I'm going to use this washi to divide it. Oh, stupid. I bet you saw me do that. Oh, there's a rip in my page already. Where is that from? That's unfortunate. Right where I need to peel this strip. Okay, hold the horses. Hold your phone. I've made a mistake here. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's ignore the fact that I just ripped that page. And then I put the washi in the wrong spot. Okay, now that's going to go there because that's actually the heading for this page, for this section. Silly Billy. Alright, and then this is the washi. Now here's where I could either use that washi or I could retrieve the washi from my leftover kits, which I might do. I'll scrunch that because that did rip a little. I just use that washi to keep it in check. Or you could just leave the header there if you preferred. But that actually lined up to the wood design underneath the flowers, so that worked well. Hooray! Okay, and that's what I was looking for, the extra washi kit. So that is the spending tracker and your debt tracker. And that, my friends, is the end. So you will have this extra in the accessory pack as part of the expense trackers. I'll explain those ones in my tutorial when I'm doing my budgeting. But this is an extra washi. If you wanted to put in extra headings, you can just lay that there and put a cover heading in, depending on if you've got extra pages to run with. In addition to that, I do have a 5 sheets, a paycheck sheet, which is 5 sheets of, or 5 weeks of paychecks. So if you preferred to monitor your expenses weekly according to your paycheck, or even 2 weeks, or it's based on paycheck 1, paycheck 2, right through to paycheck 5 if there's a 5-week month. But if you only have 1 paycheck, you could just buy the one. You could buy all 5 as a kit, or if you get paid fortnightly or even monthly, fortnightly, you could buy 2. So yeah, that's the introduction to my kits. I'll give you, as I explained, I'll give you a tutorial on how I use all these together. But thank you all for watching. I'm super excited. If you have any questions, just let me know. But have a look on the Planner Bee Etsy, and I will link below to my May kits just ahead of time. I'll punch those out and get those sent as soon as possible, so you're not waiting too long if you decide to order. But other than that, have a great weekend, and I shall see you again shortly. Bye! Thanks so much for watching, and please do subscribe below for future content. You can also visit me on Instagram at PlanetKel or the Planner Bee AU. And for all my stickers, head to theplannerbeeau.etsy.com.